Good afternoon, traders. It is Monday, March 3rd, 2014, and the U.S. stock market is closed. We kind of had our head handed to us today. We really took it on the nose. This Ukrainian situation really heated up over the weekend, and that hurt us. And I will tell you, I've been doing this trading for a long time, and war helps commodity prices, but it really hurts stocks, and we don't want to be trading stocks if there's going to be a war. Well, I don't think there's going to be a war. I think there's a lot of posturing going on. I've spent quite a bit of time in Ukraine, actually, and I honestly don't think that this is going to end up to be a huge international crisis. However, you know, markets react to fear, and the fear of war is very real, just based on what happened this weekend, and that really drove down stock prices today. Unfortunately, we were holding a fair amount of positions also, and those were negative to start with, so I mean, we just didn't have a prayer this morning. We ended up closing out negative $23,000. Now, I think that's about as bad a day as we've had all year. I'd have to check that, but I'm pretty sure that's pretty close to about the worst day that we've had. And I mean the worst day for this year and last year. Pretty bad, $23,000. But I'll tell you the other thing that you have to keep this in line. We had fabulous profits all through February. It got scary. We just kept making money day after day after day. And I will get the spreadsheets up on the website tonight. I'm sure they're going to show that we're way over $100,000 in profits for February. So, you know, this is a bite, yeah, but it's still a fraction of the profits we made last month. Good news is we're actually carrying positive over $4,000 in open trade equity. We got in one really good trade today for over $8,000. So we're in good shape. We had to pay our dues here today on this collapsing market as a result of this Ukrainian situation, and that's what happened. But we're going to come out of this fine. We're out of it. You know, we don't have to sit here and worry about losing more money because of this. Dow ended up closing down 153. It was down over 200 at one point, but it came back just a little. I think that this will recover, but you know, these things can happen. Let's take a look at the charts. Okay, we're looking at the Dow Jones Industrial Average, and you can see Friday here we had this huge run up right into record territories, and then it did this kind of reversal, bounced off my red line of resistance and closed up here. And at that point, it looked to me like this market was probably going to come out of this in fine shape. But what I didn't count on, and you never know about news, is that we get all this stuff out of Ukraine over the weekend, and that really took the market down. It's running on fear down here. But it did bounce off those highs. This is still looking to me like a market that's going to recover, but we will approach it with caution as long as we know this. We have, you know, kind of an undecided situation in Eastern Europe right now, and you know, talk about resumption of the Cold War and all that is very frightening to the markets. We're not going to get killed in this. I assure you we won't get killed. We're holding positive positions going into tomorrow, and if this does turn into another correction, we are not going to be buying a lot. That I will assure you. I don't have a whole lot of good stuff to show, but I got one good one to show you, and I want to brag a little about this. This is a new market for us. I think this may be the first trade we've taken in it. No, not the first. It's the second trade. But this is CCIH, which is China Cash International Holdings. And we had one, our first trade in this was kind of a nothing trade. We took a small loss on that. But today, and I have no idea why it did this, I don't follow fundamentals too much, but this market opened negative just like practically everything else, but then it started to rally, and pretty soon it hit our buy price here, and then it just kept going, and it screamed. And folks, we are holding over $8,000 in open trade equity in China Cash International Holdings, so very happy with that. And this is the market that has resulted in us having a fairly decent open trade equity going into tomorrow. So things look good. I am not at all discouraged or frightened by this. I think this is a temporary situation. Anyway, this is Trader Bob signing off. I'll see you tomorrow on Tuesday.